Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Clear skies and zero this morning. That's a nice looking shirt. That's a traveling shirt.
It's a traveling shirt. I'm a traveling man.
You are. You're going
for like the next 3 weeks.
Yes, and this will be a long trip, 4-hour trip probably to out by Scottsbluff, right?
Mitchell,
Nebraska.
Tonight's destination will be Scottsbluff.
Scottsbluff, yeah.
And then tomorrow's destination will be Mitchell.
Close by.
Yes.
And that's all about wrestling. They're wrestling today, right?
They are, yeah. All the district tournaments, I think, get started today. They'll wrestle some opening rounds. I think most of them will start later in the afternoon, go into the evening maybe a little bit, and then the big day will be tomorrow. Yep.
What time are you going to start tomorrow, Brent?
Matches are scheduled to start at 9:30 Mountain Time. That'd be 10:30 here.
10:30 here, so you're going to start somewhere before 10:30?
Yeah, we'll go on a little bit before 10:30, but yeah, matches will start at 10:30.
Okay. That's on KBBN tomorrow, folks, on 95.3 FM. And don't forget, if you have friends and relatives who don't live in the area but want to follow, we will have that on kbbn.com as well. You can download that free app or just key it in on your keyboard, and it'll give the option to listen, and you'll find the guys there. So anywhere that you have a cell signal, you can follow the wrestling tomorrow. Now, there's other districts going on, and you guys are going to keep track of that as well as best you can.
We're going to try. Yep.
It's going to be fun because we got a lot of good wrestlers around here.
A lot of great wrestlers, yeah. State tournament next week, going to be a lot of fun. Not just guys, but we've had some girls already qualify for the state tournament. So,
yeah, that's going to be exciting. So that's all coming up. And then, of course, sub-districts and all of that starts for basketball. Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just all season long, and then it all packs in here in a couple weeks. And
you want me to address basketball?
Well, we've got time, I think.
Okay. We can tell you what we're going to do next week. We're going to cover the D27 sub-district, which will be played at Sandhills High School in Dunning. We're going to go over Monday, and we'll do Ansley Litchfield against Elba. I believe tip time for that's 5:30, if I remember correctly. That'll be radio only. We'll broadcast that on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then the winner of Ansley Litchfield and Elba will advance and play Sandhills Thetford the following night on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, you have Pleasanton against Anselmo Myrna, which will start the day at 5:30, and then you'll have Sandhills Thetford against the winner of Ansley Litchfield and Elba. We'll do both of those games for you Tuesday night on KBBN 95.3 FM, and we'll also do a live video stream of those two games as well on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, it'll be the sub-district final from Sandhills, and we'll do we'll do video, most likely video only, on Thursday because we'll be at the state tournament covering state wrestling Thursday night.
All right.
And we'll be covering Broken Bow then at the C111 sub-district next week. Broken Bow is a number 2 seed there. They'll play Kearney Catholic on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. We'll broadcast that on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. And then if Broken Bow wins, they'll play their sub-district final on Thursday. We would go back and cover that, and that would be on KCNI Radio.
All right, that's a lot to consume.
Clear as mud?
Yeah, well, it's clear, but we'll keep you informed. Brent will always do a good job of letting you know what we're doing next. And speaking of that, tonight, We have basketball for you, and we're going to
do.
have both radio and video of that contest for the boys and girls as well. That's Anselmo Myrna at Ansley Litchfield.
Yes, sir.
Start around 6 o'clock tonight. That will be on KBBN, and you can also watch it on your smart TV, your device of any type that gets YouTube, Sand Hills Express, Facebook, or Twitter. And the guys' voices will be right along with the action. People really seem to like that, and that's going to be happening tonight. And that should be fun to watch or listen to. If you're busy, you can still listen. We have some birthdays today, local birthdays to celebrate. I'm not sure who's coming in for Mid-Plains, but if it's Casey, we can wish her a happy birthday personally.
Oh, nice. Her birthday today.
Casey Holmes Johnson is celebrating her birthday today. Ann Carr, happy birthday. And Craig Sponel, happy birthday to you. Rick Beisler, happy birthday to you. And you're celebrating, if you are having a birthday today, you're celebrating with Roberta Flack. I don't know if you remember Roberta or not.
Singer.
Yeah. Killing Me Softly was one of her big hits. She is a Grammy Award winner. And we have Laura Dern, Bruce Dern's daughter, an Oscar-winning actress. And she's been in Jurassic Park. Mask was really good. Little Big Lies and Marriage Story, just to name a few. She is 56 today. It doesn't seem possible, but she is. That's the way it is. And Robert Wagner.
Ah, okay.
He's 93.
93?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember him as Jonathan Hart. Do you remember the series Heart to Heart, the old TV show?
70s drama that kind of set the standard for those kind of shows at the time, ratings-wise. It was one of the highest-rated shows. He also played number 2 in the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah. Yes.
And played Tony's dad, Anthony. And
NCIS.
NCIS, yeah. So those are some birthdays. If you're having a birthday today, happy birthday to you. It's also National Home Warranty Day, a reminder that your refrigerator probably won't last forever. And I know you was just talking with Brent Kirkpatrick yesterday at Lines Appliance. So, again, remind you that if you're getting a little kickback from Uncle Sam, now's the time to replace those appliances.
There you go.
I'd do it on National, Home Warranty Day. Maybe Brent will extend your warranty for you. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I want to put him on the spot. It's also the 25th anniversary of the premiere of the Titanic.
Wow.
Does that seem possible?
25 years ago, the movie came out.
They're out on the end of the ship.
Yeah.
She almost jumped off.
Are you going to play My Heart Will Go On?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's also National Flannel Day and National Umbrella Day and National Cream Cheese Brownie Day, if you're interested.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something for every day. Want to let you know that we do have I think a good show lined up for you. We'll be broadcasting in the 9 o'clock hour from the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. They're going to be drawing for their winners of their Love Local promotion. That will also be on Facebook Live in the 9 o'clock hour, and we mentioned Mid-Plains Community College. And then we also have guests coming in around 8:30 this morning with the Central Nebraska Interact Club, and we're going to be visiting about maybe you making a donation to this program. It kind of goes through Dolly Parton and Rotary. It's a pretty cool deal. What it does, I'll just give you kind of a quick teaser here. You can make a donation, and through this program, this is all through students in Custer County here locally. We'll learn more about it. It's creating revenue to buy kids books that they can have in their home when they're little and learning to read.
Oh, wonderful.
There's something about having your own book. And, you can go to we got a lot of great libraries around here.
We do.
And that's great. You can go check them out. But there's something about having your own book, especially when you're younger, that you can pick up and read over and over again. So we'll learn more about that this morning. That should be a lot of fun. I think we're going to meet Eli Rogers, an Arnold freshman who is heading this up. And I hope Mrs. Badgley is coming along, because it's always good to see Mrs. Badgley.
Oh, great.
So we're going to have those folks in a little bit later on. All right, school lunch menus. I didn't get mine out yet. Do you have yours out?
I do.
Okay.
We'll get you started in Litchfield today, where they'll be featuring quesadillas at Litchfield Public School.
At the Cozad schools, it's pepperoni pizza, chicken patty sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly with cheese sticks and broccoli, mixed greens. They're having all the fresh market produce they always have at the Cozad school.
Sargent today, smoked pork, chips, baked beans, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent today.
Anselmo Myrna is showing on the calendar no school today.
All right. We'll take you to Loop City, where today they show spaghetti or chicken Alfredo, broccoli with cheese, and breadstick at Loop City today.
At Sandhill School in Dunning, calzones, broccoli, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
All right. Broken Bow today showing Pizza Hut pizza, made fresh scalloped potatoes and ham with dinner roll, fresh baked ham and turkey sub, grilled chicken shaker with roasted flatbread, and the grill station combo is a spicy chicken sandwich basket at Broken Bow today. At Ansley today, corn dogs on the menu at Ansley. And I think I've got one more. Let's go to Thetford here for you, where they show a grilled cheese sandwich at Thetford Public Schools today.
All right. The Prairie Pioneer Center today featuring vegetable beef soup, cottage cheese, fruit, and crackers. Let them know you'd like to come and have a meal today. Another nice day to be out later on with this menu offered to you. Call them at 872-6121, 872-6121. The Prairie Pioneer Center. Let them know you'd like to come. Call them by 9 a.m. if you would, please. All right. I'd like to talk about Stan for a moment.
Okay.
Stan, the man at the Whiskey Barrel. He is the man. He has a great crew as well. And I noticed Stan is a little delinquent on changing his billboard sign. So I'm sure, be watching. I'm sure he'll get something up there real soon.
He's busy.
Well,
busy managing the store.
Yeah, managing. Plus, he just doesn't plop those up there on a whim. He thinks them all out. They're created by Stan. And so it isn't, if you see it takes a while, it means he's still thinking on the next one because he's a thinker. And he's also a good guy to talk with. And he'd love to visit with you. Come in the store and pick up some spirits. They have domestic beers, specialty beers, wines, bubbly, pop, you name it. And the good news is, don't worry about pricing. They make sure they're competitive and fair. And they don't have any big specials. They just have everyday fair prices at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow, located between Subway and Vet Care, right across from Thomas McCaslin's Gateway Motors. I don't know if they serve popcorn over at the Whiskey Barrel anymore. If they do, I'm sure Thomas is hanging around there somewhere. That was for you, Thomas. Anyway, Stan will take care of you. That's a great store. They're open 7 days a week, and he has a great staff to be able to do that. And you'll find them to be friendly and helpful 7 days a week at the Whiskey Barrel. Have anything over there you'd like to? Hey, what's going on at Sylvester's this weekend? I know they have a Super Bowl party.
Question.
I think they always have a Super Bowl party.
Is that the one I missed? Oh, no, I got it. Here it is. Tim Zock going to be there tonight. Come on out and enjoy the music of Tim. There's no cover tonight, performing from 9 to 1. And then after you party the night away tonight, you can rest up tomorrow and then go back for the Super Bowl Sunday party. They'll be having at Sylvester's to wrap up the weekend. Kickoff for the big game is 5:30. And, of course, when you enjoy the game at Sylvester's, you got free munchies and first and third quarter happy hours. So enjoy the music tonight of Tim Zock at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. No cover charge for that tonight from 9 to 1. And then the Super Bowl party with the game kicking off at 5:30, all happening tonight and Sunday at Sylvester's in Broken Bow.
locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, Kearney, or Callaway. Call for your complete physical therapy needs and to a healthier 2023. Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111.
748, 0, and clear. The good news is the wind isn't blowing too awful much. Well, we want to invite you to stay with us through the weekend. If you're just tuning in, we were talking about the wrestling taking place actually starting today in Mitchell, Nebraska for the Broken Bow squads. And what is it?
C4.
C4
is what Broken Bow will be in, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can, of course, listen tomorrow as well. The guys will be there. Now, you'll be joining Mick Patch and Kurt Crawley.
Yes.
Matt's side. And then did you get it pared down to just one room? Just one bed?
Mick is just one bed? No, not one bed. One room with two beds. Thank you.
So are you sleeping with Mick or Crawley?
I think Crawley and I are sharing a room. I don't really know what Mick. Mick's probably already there. He's probably standing outside the school waiting to get in to get a seat for the action later today.
Well, I think you might be right. I think
not
he's
too
already
far
out
off.
there. He's been back, from Chicago. A few folks have been listening. Lives in Chicago now, but come back to, be with the guys doing the wrestling. But he's also, I think, touring around and seeing all his relatives. And so I think he has some relatives out and in that area. So he probably already is there.
Yeah, I know he'll be there for everything today.
Yeah.
And then I've got things I obviously have to get done before we leave, so Kirk and I'll leave later in the afternoon.
All right. Well, he'll be there. He'll have all. You know what? You won't have to write down anything.
I know. That's great. I mean, that's what we love. Mick will be able to kind of fill us in on what happened on day one, and then we'll all get together for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Oh, just in from Thomas McCaslin.
Oh, yeah?
Says, thanks, Dave. Anytime, Thomas. Don't you worry about it. All right. Oh, something pretty cool.
Okay.
Wanted to highlight here. I think it's pretty neat. First ever all-female fighter pilot crew is going to fly over the Super Bowl.
Oh, neat.
So it's all lady pilots. So when they swoop down over the Super Bowl on Sunday, it's the ladies.
Wonderful.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And also, I think also very exciting is Chris Stapleton is going to sing the national anthem.
I was just going to ask you who's going to sing the national anthem because I hadn't heard Chris Stapleton is. Oh, wow.
He's going to tear it up.
I think he might.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be something to hear. And there's other singers. I think CBS was kind of recapping that this morning. There's, I don't know whether we'll hear and see them because they're having some other performances ahead of the actual national anthem. So there's probably all kinds of things going on that we as TV watchers don't actually get to see. Who knows? But anyway, it'll be an all-female fighter pilot crew coming over. And speaking of fighter crews, this one just is kind of amazing. A artillery shell from the Battle of Gettysburg was found in Battlefield Park.
Wow. Just
recently, Civil War Museum accidentally stumbled across a live bomb. It was a 10-pound shell found at the site of the Battle of Gettysburg in Virginia by someone's metal detector.
Huh.
And somehow it survived 160 years since the battle in 1863. They think, I don't know how they determined this, but they think it was fired at Union soldiers by Confederate gunners. Either way, it's history now. And I found it kind of fascinating. A bomb squad took it out of the battlefield and blew it up. It was 160 years old.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be right back right after these words.
The Breakfast Show.
Don't know what I'd do without them. They're awesome.
On KCNI KBBN.
Celebrate Valentine's Day with Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold. Make your reservation for 5 p.m., 6:30, or 8 p.m. that day to enjoy your choice of shrimp Alfredo soup and salad bar or a dinner for two that includes a heart-shaped ribeye, twice baked potato, soup, and salad bar, plus 2 drinks and a dessert. It's the season of Club at Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold. Call and get your reservation in today at 308-848-2900 before they're all sold out. Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, where good friends meet this Valentine's Day.
I knew I was forgetting something. Thank goodness Brent says, you want to play the game? Well, yes, we do. Thanks for getting me on track there. What are we going to be playing?
Okay, you're going to be playing for a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut, one topping. Okay, raise your hand if you remember Romper Room.
Oh,
Raise your hand. Now, there's probably quite a few people out there that don't remember Romper Room. But Romper Room was an American children's TV series that was franchised and syndicated on February the 10th, 1953.
really?
Yes, and ran to 1994. So we're going to test your knowledge about some other children's TV shows. And then the final question of this group will be about Romper Room. But here's your question for today. What TV cartoon series features an 8-year-old brown aardvark that is a third-grade student at Lakewood Elementary School? Your choices are Sylvester, Gumby, Mr. Magoo, or Arthur. What TV cartoon series features an 8-year-old brown aardvark that is a third-grade student at Lakewood Elementary School? Your choices are Sylvester, Gumby, Mr. Magoo, or Arthur. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Well, Jeremy knows, but he can't play, so give us a call at that number, 872-2801.
The list of songs about love is a long one.
All I wanna do is eat, sleep, love you, repeat. Hey, people, loving people, baby, be my love song, baby, be my all night long.
At KCNI KBBN, we love shopping local. Make sure you're listening to The Breakfast Show. Every single day, a new $25 gift card will be given away.
We have a caller on the line. Didn't get a chance to find out who it is, so let's find out on the air. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is Helen.
Helen, how are you doing?
Great.
Good.
And I have a sister that was born in the 90s, so I know this show.
Yes. All right. Well, Helen, you just want to tell us the answer, or do you want me to give you the choices?
It's Arthur.
It's Arthur, of course it is. And because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that'll get you a free personal pan pizza, one topping from Pizza Hut here in Broken Bow. So just come on out and see us when you can.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Goodbye. Before we forget, we want to remind you that today there's a bake sale taking place at Lily Kate Boutique in Broken Bow, featuring treats with Valentine's Day themes like heart-shaped Spider-Man and Love Shack campers, and it's all about donating organs and so forth to help people who are in need. And this is all through Michaela Bissonette. And we talked about it yesterday. We lost James a while back to COVID during the COVID situation. He was a volunteer, fireman, EMT, and he also, back in the day, decided he wanted to be a donor. And as he lost his life, his heart was given to somebody else. And so it's a perfect way to honor James and also remind ourselves that we can also be donors. And so this Valentine's Day sale is Live on Nebraska in honor of James and the donation of his heart. And Ella and Jack's Home Bakery will have these baked goods there today at Lily Kate Boutique in Broken Bow, and all the money will go towards the cause. And you can also get information about registering as an organ and tissue donor as well. Here's music, one called Sister Lost Soul.
CBS News Brief. The special counsel investigating former President Trump wants to talk to former VP Mike Pence. CBS's Stephen Portnoy said he didn't talk with the House panel investigating the attack on the Capitol.
The former vice president declined to testify before the House's January 6th committee last year. But now sources confirm Mike Pence has been subpoenaed to provide evidence to prosecutors.
Survivors are still being found buried deep beneath the earthquake rubble in Syria and Turkey. The BBC's Howard Johnson.
Against the odds, a mother is reunited with her young daughter. An unforgettable hug matched by a priceless smile.
2 are dead, 5 others injured after what Israeli police are calling a car ramming attack. The car crashed into a bus stop in East Jerusalem this morning. The driver was shot dead by an officer on the scene. CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
In Nebraska news, a North Dakota man is scheduled for a hearing next month to determine criminal probable cause after a December pursuit crossing 6 counties in Nebraska. Casey Martinson, age 56, of Sanborn, North Dakota, is charged in Lancaster County Court with assault on an officer using a motor vehicle leaving the scene of an injury accident and operating a motor vehicle to avoid arrest. He's scheduled for a preliminary hearing March 21st. During the preliminary hearing, prosecutors presented evidence to a judge to determine whether there was probable cause that a crime was committed and probable cause that the suspect committed that crime. If the judge determines that probable cause exists, the case is then transferred to trial court. In a press release, the State Patrol said a trooper stopped Martinson's semi near Waverly December 15th after he was seen driving recklessly. The patrol claims that Martinson then backed his flatbed trailer into the trooper's cruiser, causing a head injury to the trooper. He then fled the scene westbound on Interstate 80 and was arrested 2.5 hours later about 20 miles west of Kearney. The injured trooper was treated and released at a Lincoln hospital for minor injuries. Martinson was treated at CHI Health Good Samaritan in Kearney, but was later transferred to the Lancaster County Jail, where he's being held on a $500,000 bond. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes was named the NFL's MVP for the second time in his career. He received 48 of 50 first-place votes. The Offensive Player of the Year is wide receiver Justin Jefferson of the Vikings. The Defensive Player of the Year is Nick Bosa, pass rusher for the 49ers. Coach of the Year goes to the Giants' Brian Daboll. The Jets have both the Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year in wide receiver Garrett Wilson and corner Sauce Gardner. Comeback Player of the Year is Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith, and the Man of the Year, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. 4 games in the NBA. Magic surprised the top team in the West. The Nuggets 115-104. Bucks make it 9 straight wins with a 115-106 win over the Lakers, and now a game back of Boston with the top record in the league. Hawks beat the Suns 116-107. Nets over the Bulls 116-105. College hoops, top-ranked Purdue beats Iowa 87-73. Loyola Marymount gets the upset of 15th-ranked St. Mary's 78-74. In overtime, wins for number 4 Arizona and 7th-ranked UCLA.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine today with our high nearing 36. Staying clear overnight tonight with a low around 21. South winds between 10 and 15 and gusting as high as 25. Warming up on Saturday, sunny with a high of 43. And clear skies Saturday night with a low around 22. Still staying partly sunny with a high of 39 on Sunday and clear with a low of 22 Sunday night. And even warmer on Monday, sunny with a high nearing 47 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
2 below zero right now. We're actually going backwards again here in the 8 o'clock hour, so it's a -2 under a clear sky. Good news is a light northwest breeze, if any, right now. Barometric pressures at 30, 40, and steady. Humidity at 87%. Our high yesterday was 34. Most of the day it was 33 yesterday, but we did bump up to 34 just for a little while. An overnight low of 0, but now a -2. Sunset at 6:05. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:40. And that is weather and news here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brett and I were just talking off the air about Val Lane. Val Lane is an engineer. He's a miracle worker. He's a wonderful man, and his wife Sherry have kept radio stations going across the state, upgraded stations, built stations, repair equipment, all the way down to the littlest thing, all the way to a huge transmitter. And I don't know what Nebraska's broadcasters would do without Val Lane, and he was just inducted into the Nebraska Broadcasters Hall of Fame, and he'll be receiving his award in August. And he's just a miracle worker, folks.
Yeah.
It's amazing what this guy can do. And to me, call him up, and Val takes care of I don't know how many radio stations. And he's even built some small, low-power TV stations for Flood Communications. I mean, the guy, he just does it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when he sleeps, but he's just something else, Brent. And he's been our engineer, boy, time gets away from me, 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
We had an engineer by the name of Jim Draghi.
I remember Jim.
You remember Jim?
Yep.
And he had health problems, and we had a problem with our soundboard in KCNI studio, and Jim called Val, and here comes Val to help him out, and eventually Jim retired, and Val just kept taking care of us, so we were so lucky there because he's in high demand. I don't know how he does it, but he and Sherry are quite a team. So congratulations to Val Lane. And I don't know what broadcasters would do without him. He's just a miracle worker. What amazes me, I think where I was going, is I'll call him up. He takes care of multiple stations, and you say, that processor in the back, and it seems like it's not working correctly. He goes, oh, yeah, that's such and such a model. Yeah, they have a tendency to do that. I remember when we wired that in, I think, and you're going, how could you remember all those things? But
Yeah.
Val does. He's a miracle man. He's such a wonderful guy, too. So
Yeah.
Great honor for him. And,
Yeah, well deserved.
And very much so. Looks like our next guest is here. Stay tuned. We'll get set up.
Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medi-Share right now. Medi-Share is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. Medi-Share can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medi-Share is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
Gary's Superfoods is proud to be your hometown grocery store, offering big game day savings all week long. 85% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube, $3.69 a pound. Or boneless beef chuck roast or top sirloin steak, $6.99 a pound. In the produce section, grab some large avocados for 79 cents each, or a pint of blueberries or blackberries at 2 for $4. Make sure to cut out their coupon to save even more on select products. Gary's Superfoods, open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. South B Street in Broken Bow.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is locally owned and operated and proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
You're waking up with The Breakfast Show, KCNI, KBBN Radio.
I love it. 11 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. I want to turn things over to Brent Apperson since he has a college degree and I don't.
That's funny. Tierney is with us from Mid-Plains Community College. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I don't even know where to go from that intro. But anyway, what's happening at Mid-Plains Community College?
Well, not much has changed from last week. Still trucking along in classes. We got a couple, I think I mentioned nurse aid that starts next week.
Okay.
So today would be the very last day if you want to sign up for that. So that'll get going, but we have news for you guys that I was excited to share.
Oh, good. Is this breaking news? We love breaking news.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Get to Know Your Camera has been rescheduled.
Oh, good.
Because, of course, the instructor's traveling from North Platte, so we wanted to know Thursday how many people, and he ended up canceling it Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Friday, we had 2 or 3 people asking about it, and so I messaged him back, and I was like, we have people. Can we please have it? So that will be rescheduled for the 18th. So Saturday, still the 18th. So if that was something you're interested in and you were sad or missed it, I tried to get a hold of the couple that, had called in. But if I missed you still have time to sign up for that. And so you guys can sign up.
There you go.
And I have the sheet of the original information here on the camera class. And again, we talked about this last time. This is for cameras, not phone. Everybody has a phone with a camera in it anymore, but this is for actual, like 35 millimeter cameras, digital cameras, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
From my understanding, yes.
Okay.
I don't think that the things he'll be talking about don't really apply to phone cameras.
Yeah, and as you said last time, maybe down the line we'll have somebody that can show you how to actually get all the benefits out of your camera and your phone that we don't really know about. But it's kind of the same way with the cameras. They'll do about anything.
Way more than even your camera phone can.
So that's pretty cool. And that's coming up when?
The 18th.
Okay.
So that would be next
week from Saturday.
Yep, next week.
Yeah, and you can. There's still room. You can get signed up if you're listening. You'd like to jump in on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Give us a call or register online. But that is something that I know we got a couple calls that I wasn't able to get them called back just with not knowing their number. So if that was something you're interested in, you can still sign up.
All right.
So hopefully that still works for people. So that was our breaking news.
Good. Well, I'm glad you were able to get it rescheduled.
I thought because it's a series and he has 3 more classes after, I was like, this is something that we need to have so that those guys can, get to know their camera and then go ahead and take pictures, because he does have, the macro photography, then astro and wildlife. So I really wanted to get this done so that those people could get to know their camera and then actually use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm glad he was able to work with us with that. So I'm excited.
So you mentioned that this is going to be a series.
Mm-hmm.
So if you attend the first session, then are you also signing up for the whole series, or you're just signing up for the first session?
It's class by class.
Okay.
It's just, we say series because it's just him, the same instructor with different variations of
kind
classes.
of builds on it.
So it's class by class, just because, if you're already somebody who's into photography and know your camera, you don't have to take this class. You could take the other ones, or if you're only interested in wildlife photography, you can take just that one. So they're class by class.
Okay.
Sign up. You could sign up for all 4 at one time, but you
that
just
would make it easier for you, wouldn't it? Because, all right, I have this person for all 4 classes.
So, but no, you'd have to sign up separately, unfortunately.
All right.
I've got an idea.
Oh, yeah.
I just read an article this morning, and I have it right here in front of me. And I don't know whether this is something that Mid-Plains would be interested in, but this is kind of amazing, really. American retirees lost $1 billion to romance scams.
Oh, no.
This last year.
Like online dating?
Yeah. Retired, seniors lost $1 billion to romance scams in 2000 2022. Yeah, and now they're saying around Valentine's Day is kind of big for the scammers to get, lonely people to get in on scams. So I was wondering maybe if Mid-Plains would have a class to help retired folks keep from losing their money on the love line.
Oh, anti-love scammer class. Or we could just have a singles mixer. Do it in person.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. Invite them all down and speed dating.
Speed dating at Mid-Plains Community College.
Yeah, who knows?
I hope Casey's listening.
I hope so too.
Well, I guess, though, not just specifically this particular scam, but there's all kinds of scams going on out there via internet and phone and all the different ways that people are stealing your information and getting you in things that you don't really need to be in. I wondered maybe sometime if there wouldn't be some class that would go over some of that. I'm not even sure maybe if you haven't had one at one time about scams.
I know we had a computer class, how to work your computer, and with that was in email and how to, spam in email.
Right.
We are working on getting kind of another set of those type of classes, get to know your phone, get to know your computer, and then email, all that. So, that definitely is something we could sneak in there with, especially email. You get all those spam emails, and that's probably where they see them, or on Facebook, those ads that you can't help but click on sometimes. And
that's one of the things, and sometimes they are well disguised, even the emails, and you go, should I open this or not? And sometimes bad things happen when you open them up and get too deep into them, for sure.
Yeah, I've had a couple, surprisingly. I never really saw a whole lot of email scams before, but this past couple months, I've gotten two. Somebody trying to impersonate the president of Mid-Plains. It was Ryan Purdy, and he was asking for my phone number. I was like, well, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
And then you just have to make sure you look up at the top, because the email address is always so funky.
Yeah, it's never very real looking.
No.
Yeah.
And so, I gotten like two of those asking what my phone number, or it was like urgent, blah, blah, blah. And then so, just identifying. Because sometimes you just read the subject or read the email and you're like, oh, shoot, yeah, he's important. I need to reply. And look up at the email address.
Well, I think, without getting too deep in the weeds on this, there are programs now and companies. I think I might have caught this on like 60 Minutes or a Sunday morning program. This artificial intelligence thing is just getting underway, where they could actually right now take a video of yours truly and then remanufacture it and have me saying other things that I really haven't said. They showed former President Trump and former President Obama, and they look real, but they were artificial intelligence, and they were talking about particular things, and they said the misinformation possibilities are unreal there, because you might actually think you're seeing a real video when it's not. They're working on a like what you're talking about, a little not a warning button, but some sort of a tip-off on the picture that shows you it's not real. But this is just an example, and I'm not picking on older people here this morning, because I am one, but it does get to the point where it makes it hard to enjoy social media and do business on the computer. So maybe that's something when Casey gets through celebrating her birthday today, she could start thinking about.
Yeah. Get a class together.
Yeah,
it's crazy the amount that it keeps going. It's a big hole.
Yeah,
you don't know if you can trust somebody posting just simple news. You can't trust news nowadays, just with all the technology. So,
or you get a call on the phone and somebody's impersonating your grandson. Yeah, this is your grandson, and I need some money.
Yeah, exactly. There's many ways.
Yeah.
People are just looking for a quick buck.
Never say yes to anybody on the phone you don't know, because they can record that and use that against you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So there might be a class there for you, Tierney.
So just get rid of all technology class.
Well, just don't pick on the older people who are trying to find a date.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
They're just trying to find love.
That's right.
But this conversation we're having, you're open to these conversations. If people have an idea for a class, or they have, they have a hobby that they'd like to teach other people or whatever, you're always looking for ideas, right?
Always, always. There's only so much, we can come up with ourselves, and then on top of coming up with the class, then you kind of have to find an instructor or somebody that can do it. While me and Casey are wildly talented, we are very limited. So some things we cannot necessarily teach ourselves. Yeah. So while all these ideas, it's great to have, it's also great to, if you're interested in teaching. So say you are a tech person and you're familiar with, scamming and how to identify that. If you're somebody that knows way more than we probably do about that, that's kind of the people we want to hear from too, is, hey, I'll teach this class. I mean, you'll get paid. But yeah, any conversation with a new class idea, or if you want to teach a class, we are very open to anything like that.
Yeah. So. I know that off the top of my head for scams, people who are techs at banks are pretty good because they deal with it all the time, watching the privacy of their customers and so forth. So yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that's listening that
knows how to.
That. Or even if you have a story, some people, we like to just learn from others.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a happy ending.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped in there and I was just going to let the college graduate conduct it.
Other classes that you have coming up that you want to mention, or?
Quickly, we just the same classes I did last week. We have Heart Saver CPR, our monthly one, so that'll be at the end of the month, the 24th. And then we have our Tumbling Tulips and Barn Quilting class Friday the 24th as well, which tends to be a pretty popular class. And we do have enough for that one, so that will go. So if you're interested or wondering or have any questions, just let us know about that. Prices kind of vary on size, but from what I've learned, you don't need any artistic ability. It's very geometric, and you put some tape down, and it's kind of like the color by numbers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so you just kind of fill in which colors go where. So it doesn't take artistic ability if you're somebody who's hesitant because of that. So those are kind of our this month. And like I said, always keep up on our Facebook is where you can see future classes or any changes. So just like the new date on the camera, or if a class gets canceled or anything, that's probably the fastest way to get that information. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for today.
All right, good.
The phone number, if you have questions, is 872-5259. And you can give Tierney a call or Casey and get more information. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend.
You too.
We have more guests coming in, so stay tuned. That's coming up next.
Is winter weather and the fear of falling keeping you indoors for the season? Don't fall. Give Pearson's a call. Poor balance and falls can diminish your ability to lead an active and independent life, but you don't have to accept them as a consequence of aging. Pearson Physical Therapy has been helping their patients stay on their feet and take back their independence through individualized balance training programs. Reduce your chance for falls and regain your confidence this winter by calling 308-872-5800 for a free fall risk assessment with one of our therapists. That's Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 in Broken Bow.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you?
Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, and Silmar debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The list of songs about love is a long one. At KCNI KBBN, we love shopping local. Make sure you're listening to The Breakfast Show. Every single day, a new $25 gift card will be given away.
8:26 is your time. You're listening to The Breakfast Show, and we appreciate that each and every day. And we kind of previewed earlier that we would be talking with some folks about Interact, Central Nebraska Interact Club. And we have guests in the studio. We have Mrs. Badgley from the Arnold Schools is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Pull that mic just a little closer if you would.
Okay.
Do you mind if I call you Mrs. Badgley?
That's okay. I don't think you've ever called me anything else.
And we have Eli Rogers with us. How you doing, Eli?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. And Brent, this is Brent Apperson.
Hi, good morning.
I'm Dave. And we're excited to have you here. I've been reading a little bit of the information that was provided, and Brent has a sheet there as well about a pretty cool activity that's going on. Let's start maybe with Mrs. Badgley can kind of give us how this all got started, because this started back in, 2016 or something like that? Summer of 2022, it looks like.
Yeah, it's Eli's sister, Delaney, went to RILA, which is the Rotary Youth Leadership Award camp up at Halsey pre-fire. And she came back all excited about knowing that there was a kids division of Rotary, and that it could be started anywhere. You just had to have a sponsoring Rotary group. And so she was all excited. And she whacked my leg the whole time going, I want to do this, I want to do this. So, and the 5 girls that were sent from Callaway and Arnold decided they wanted to found a new club to do that, to do service projects. And we talked that the Rotary focuses on, a lot of adult things and citywide things. And we talked about that Interact was going to focus on things that had to do with these kids as people, kids in school and younger kids, and focusing on those kind of projects for them. So
that's pretty good story. And the current project is about putting books in kids' hands, right?
Yeah.
All right, Eli, jump right in here. You've got a fundraiser going, and you have a pretty hefty goal here for this. So tell us how it's going and how it works.
So, pretty much, where should I begin?
Just tell them how you got the idea.
Yeah.
I got the idea because I'm a big Dolly fan, like huge. I don't know anyone else bigger than me. So.
A Dolly Parton fan?
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's not only a star as far as entertainment goes, she also does a lot of wonderful benefits of all different kinds. So
she gives back to the community as much as she can. Yes.
She does. You're right. So that got you started, and then continue your story.
And so I talked to Miss Badgley, and she said, well, I just so happen to have this Interact Club that you can join for a low cost of $7. And so I got in with that and just kind of started trying to follow the Dolly Parton Imagination Library set, and they told me what I needed to do to become an affiliate to make it so the parents didn't have to pay any money whatsoever for a free book every month.
Mm-hmm. And this is for certain age kids?
Age 5 and under.
5 and under. So this is the ones that we were talking earlier would probably like to have their own book. I mean, we have great libraries, but there's something about having your own book, and evidently your hero, Dolly Parton, feels the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So what do folks out there need to do to help you out?
We're doing a donation drive is what we have to do first. Eli has worked incredibly hard to get the affiliate set up, because when you go to the Dolly Parton webpage, you have to pick your county or your region or whatever from a list, and Custer County was not on the list. I know Keith County, Ogallala, was on the list, but we weren't. So his big goal was to try to get Custer County into the list. And then through the process, he made 82 phone calls and 3,000 emails back and forth to different people trying to figure out how do we do this. And then they would find out he was 15 at the time when he started, and they were like,
we don't work with
kids.
Oh.
And I thought, well, you need to work with this kid because he really knows how to get things going, and he did. But we finally figured it out, and he had to get a 501c3 set up. He had to get a bank account set up. He had to do a lot of setup to get where it is possible for parents to receive books for their children, and they get one every month.
One a month. That's pretty cool.
From 0 to 5 if you sign up. But Dolly Parton only pays for half of it, so we needed a donation drive to be able to pay for the other half, which includes like mailing and a lot of that. But the mailing actually says Arnold Community Foundation on the mailing label on the back, so that the kids, when they receive their books, they know that it's coming from Custer County money.
Okay. And you have a goal. Does this goal have a deadline on it, Eli? Is this something you have to have done at a certain time, or?
No, not really.
Okay.
We're hoping that we can get the majority of the goal so that we can turn on the setting. The sooner that we have enough money to turn on the setting, then, because we can't have books mailed out if we don't have enough money in our account to let it happen.
Okay.
So that's why we've kind of done a big donation drive to organizations and businesses, and hoping even the general public, if they're interested in making a donation to help these younger kids receive books, that we'll take. Anybody can send us money if they want.
Oh, sure. Questions, Brent?
Well, how do they send you money? How, what is the process that they need to go? Just contact one of you, or is there already something set up that they would just send the money to, or how do people make a donation?
There's actually a couple ways you can do it.
Okay.
First, you can get on Dolly Parton Imagination Library and go to donate and go down to Custer County, I believe. I think we got that worked out so that we can start accepting from there. And the other way is you can write a check to Arnold Community Foundation and send it to...
Oh, and we're going to do it in care of Central Nebraska Interact, which is our group, so that we know that it's coming what fund that the foundation is going to save the money into for us. We're mailing those to 508 North Walnut. We were hoping that maybe you guys would be willing to post it maybe below this video or on Sandhills or something.
Oh, absolutely.
We will, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm easy to find. I'm on the Arnold School website as one of the teachers, so you could just email me if somebody's really interested in it or has information.
Okay. Our news director, Grant Winter, is not here yet, but he will be. And I know this is archived and recorded, so we can use some of the audio here, and this Facebook will be posted, of course. So if folks miss it, they can go to Facebook, the Sandhills Facebook, and watch this again and tell other people about it and share it and so forth. So we want to help as much as we can. So they make their donation locally to the Arnold Community Foundation in care of Central Nebraska Interact Club. And as Mrs. Badgley said, 508 North Walnut, Arnold, Nebraska, and memo line Interact's Dolly Project, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Why? I got to ask you this question, Eli, and then we'll kind of recap things here. But what makes you such a big Dolly Parton fan? I mean, some of it's obvious. She's very talented. She's been around a long time. But why do you like Dolly so much?
I just like how she started out, how she went from nothing to everything.
Yeah.
And she did.
Well said. Yeah. She came from little of nothing as far as material things goes, and look at her now, and she's so good at giving back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand why you like her. Plus, she's pretty talented. She has a lot of music, and she writes songs like we, go to town. It just seems like it's easier for her to write music. She's very good at it, isn't she?
It's very impressive how she does it, yes.
I guess so. And you're a freshman, is that right?
I am a freshman, yes.
Okay. How did that happen,
Yeah.
Pretty fast, right?
Pretty fast.
All right.
Why don't you tell them about the inside flaps?
Oh, the inside flaps do tell you how you should give you tips to read to your kids, and
it often tells. Some of the books are a hardback book, and so the inside flap tells parents, talk with your kid about this, then read the book, then talk about this when you're finished. Some of the books come in a paperback style, but it's not your flip, bendable paperbacks. They're the really sturdy paperback, and they also have either a flap or a page inside that gives parents hints about what to talk with your child so they can make the most of the book. A lot of them are from authors we know, and the library person in Arnold, her two granddaughters are from Keith County, and they've both gotten 2 different sets of books.
Every month.
It just depends on which ones what authors are on the list that month, and they're by age appropriateness. So a 4-year-old is not going to get the same book as an infant would get. So that it progresses with the age of the child until they're 5 when they go to preschool or school and have access to a library. But at least they would have this group of books in their hands.
The only book that repeats that Miss Moniger has gotten is The Little Engine That Could.
And that's always the first one sent to the child.
Nice.
It's a good one to start with, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
So if families are listening with youngsters 5 and under, they might have a question, okay, how can I get involved and get books to come to me? Are we to that point yet, or we need to get the money raised to get to that point?
We would like a little more money.
Okay, all right. That's I was sensing that was where we were at, but I thought I would ask because I'm sure people are listening thinking, oh wow, this would be great for my kid. But that's why we're here today, because we need to get some money raised to make this happen. Great.
For every kid in Custer County.
Yeah.
Eli could have just done this for Arnold, or but he has big dreams of helping everyone he can possibly get his hands on. So we did all of Custer County, and depending on how the foundation or how the donation drive works, if we pull in a couple through, $5,000 in a week, we'll turn it on right away. But we have to have enough so that when families start hitting it, that there's money in there and we're not, in the hole before we even get started. Because it is a great program. But we will do another media push, hopefully through the newspapers and radio and those kind of places when we're ready to turn it on. We're hoping, we're 1/15 of the way to our goal at this point. So we've got 1,000. We're ready to, we can turn it on, if we gain some money in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
And your ultimate goal is 15,000. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's doable.
It is doable.
With your kind of determination, Eli, I think it can be done.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Count on me to send you a check. All right.
Okay.
I'll send it out today.
Perfect. Thank you.
And I'm going to send it to the Arnold Community Foundation in care of the Central Nebraska Interact Club at 508 North Walnut, Arnold, Nebraska 69120. And there should probably memo it as Interact's Dolly Project, and then we'll know. So you folks out there, do the same. Send whatever you can. It doesn't really matter how much each of them send. We just need a lot of people to send, right?
If grandparents and parents could just think of it along the lines of, I have 3 grandchildren, it costs $25 a year for each child.
Yeah.
So, it's an easy way if you really want to help kids. Think of how many grandchildren you have and send us some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And we receive 0 from this. The Interact Club makes no money. It all goes for this particular project. We're not a fund. We don't raise funds for us. We raise funds for projects. That's it.
All right. Well, congratulations for getting this started. And I know you have some work to do, but it sounds like you put hours and hours in on this.
All on his own.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I bugged Miss Badgley a lot.
You bugged her a lot?
Yeah, I think she was thinking, oh my Lord.
I wasn't sure we were, to be honest, I didn't know if we were going to be able to swing this one.
Yeah. And
it took a lot of groundwork, and he talked to probably 20 different people to get this to work.
And most of them were in Tennessee.
And most of them were in Tennessee.
It's harder to talk when they're that far away, isn't it, Eli? Well, thanks for doing that. And we'll keep this here and keep mentioning this on the air, and we'll talk. In fact, Grant's here. You might just visit with him on the way out and tell him what you're up to. And I think he'd probably like to do a story on it, and that way it would be posted on Sandhills. And sounds like we need to kind of concentrate on this for a while, not just for a little while, so we can build the funds up to make that $15,000 goal.
Eli's mailed out, 302 letters this week trying to raise some money. So the stamps were donated. So.
Very nice. Very nice.
So people watch your mailbox. If you got a letter,
especially for the businesses. Yes. We didn't send to people, individuals, because that would have been impossible.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a business, make sure you open that letter and look at it.
Also should note that if you are a business out there and you make a donation, eventually there'll be some advertisements listing those people
Yes, there
who
will.
make donations. Not that most people make those donations so they're going to get their name in a paper, but it's nice that you guys do that to acknowledge those donations made by those businesses. And
Yes.
so that's kind of part of the process too, the way it reads here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything that we didn't talk about that we needed to mention this morning, guys?
Not that
We
I know
pretty well cover it.
I think we got it covered.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, it's always good to see you, Mrs. Badgley.
Nice to see you.
Tell your husband hello.
I'll try. He's supposed to be listening.
Oh. Hey, Cliff, how you doing? And Eli, it's a nice meeting you. Come back and see us, all right?
Okay.
And good job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a time out. Now let's just play a little Peter Gabriel right now. One kind of like you are, Eli, Sledgehammer.
There you go.
Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel, right here on The Breakfast Show. Big thank you to Eli Rogers and Arnold Freshman, who is heading up the program that we were just talking about through Interact, Central Nebraska Interact Club. And this is a kind of a subdivision of Rotary for young people. And he is putting it to work. And he wants to put books in all the kids' hands in Custer County 5 and under with this very wonderful program that Dolly Parton has created. And let me give you that address again in case you didn't get it written down. Arnold Community Foundation. Send your check to the Arnold Community Foundation in care of Central Nebraska Interact Club at 508 North Walnut, Arnold, Nebraska 69120. Memo line it, Interact's Dolly Project. And if you'd like to know more, too, you can most likely Google in the Dolly Project, the book project, and find out more about it. And as Eli mentioned, you can probably also scroll down and find Custer County involved in the program, but they need some more money to be able to start having the books sent to the kids. So consider doing that. $25 a year for each kid. And if you have grandkids, or even if you don't, maybe 5 kids, 2 kids, whatever you can afford. One child, at $25 would cover that for the year. Pretty cool. I like it. All right, Brent, we're getting ready for the broadcast from the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. That will be Facebook Live as well. So we better take care of a little business here. Let's talk about the insurance studs.
Okay.
You know who they are, don't you?
Sure.
Jack and Nate.
Yeah. Universal.
Yeah. According to particular women in this area, they think the insurance guys are awfully good looking. They can also help you with your insurance needs. You okay over there?
They can, yes. Yeah, it is important to insure your home, your family, and your possessions, as we know, but Universal Insurance in Broken Bow continues to remind business owners that it's very important to make sure your business is properly insured. Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow about getting the right coverage. They have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help your business, from HR to OSHA availability to other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side. Talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today. Call 872-6438. You can see them right there in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South E Street.
Pizzas are good anytime. I suspect that pizzas will be a great gift for Valentine's Day coming up. They may even be able to make you a heart-shaped pizza at the Pizza Hut. They've done that before, but whether it's square, round, or heart-shaped, it's a great way to, have, well, if you don't want to go out and you want to have it delivered and light a candle and look at one another across the table while you pick up that piece of pizza, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And they do have the heart-shaped pizzas, the perfect treat for Valentine's Day, and you can get them at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. They also continue to feature their delicious pizza melt, still kind of a new item on the Pizza Hut menu. Check them out. 4 flavors: chicken, bacon, parmesan, meat lovers, buffalo chicken, or pepperoni lovers. Don't forget about their delicious pasta lines that are available. And, of course, the Super Bowl is Sunday. I mean, who doesn't want to eat pizza during the Super Bowl? So give them a call at Pizza Hut, 872-6472. They are ready to take care of you. Also, if you want to join their team, they encourage you to visit with Ladarius, the general manager, and he'll visit with you about the wonderful opportunity you can have through Pizza Hut, wonderful benefits, flexible hours, and competitive wage. Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
Have you noticed lately, just maybe recently, just a while back, maybe just a day or two ago, that when you walked into the room, your loved one was watching TV and it was awfully loud? That could be a sign that they're suffering some hearing loss.
Could be.
But you won't really know unless you get your ears tested.
Right.
Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, Brent and audience, you don't have to drive very far to have a professional test your ears. As a matter of fact, right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, in the center of Custer County, is a place called Nebraska Land Hearing Center. And the gal's name, the professional, is called, her real name is Roxanne.
Yes, Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience. And she loves living here in the community, loves taking care of you, and she knows how to take care of it. Sells top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. Want you to know that she now accepts Care credit cards. This enables you to finance hearing aids for over a period of time with lower payments. So ask Roxanne about that. And it all begins with setting up an appointment. So give her a call at 308-384-3852. 308-384-3852, the number for the Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
Got a couple of jobs, or at least one job opening that we would like to mention to you this morning. A very important job through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership, and it's about an infant toddler teacher position. And with more information on that, here's the man with the shirt. The man with the college degree.
Yes, I do have a shirt on. Thank you.
Brent Apperson.
Yes, this will be a 40-hour per week year-round position. It's in Broken Bow. Good starting pay, $20 to $23 per hour, depending on your qualifications. You get great benefits. Now, for this position, you need to have your Child Development Associate Certificate. Looking for someone with an associate's or bachelor's degree in early childhood education, and would prefer experience working with infants and toddlers, income qualifying families, and past supervisory experience. You would be responsible for center coordination, supervision, and teaching. So if you would like more information, just contact CNCAP. Contact the Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can apply online by going to centralnebraskacap.com.
We're going to go to Harlem at midnight, right after these words.
Winter's still happening. You know that white stuff on the ground? It's
Brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, has the offerings you're looking for this winter to prepare for next year. As you know, every season brings new focuses. Here are theirs right now. Specials on driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials, to name a few. If you've worked with Custer Electric and Irrigation in the past, you know that they want to get you taken care of the right way at the best price possible. They encourage you to get the work you need done scheduled as soon as possible because prices are rapidly increasing for a lot of supplies. Plus, that schedule book can only get so full. Don't forget licensed electrical work you might need done too on ag, commercial, and residential applications. Ask for a free quote. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow, serving the whole area with electrical, agricultural, and commercial services. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
And thank you to Custer Electric and Irrigation for making weather and news possible here on the radio. It is 4 degrees above zero now under a sunny sky. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure at 3041, up 1 point. Humidity at 89%. Again, our high yesterday, 34. Currently 4 above here at Broken Bow, Nebraska. Well, Brent, we're going to go to the Chamber of Commerce. Well, okay. We're not. But we're going to take our listeners there.
There you go.
And not only will they be able to listen, they'll be able to watch it on Sandhills Facebook Live and also on YouTube and Twitter.
Yeah, I think this one might just be Facebook
Just
Live.
Facebook Live.
I think so.
Just Facebook Live.
I think so. Jeremy will probably clarify that, but I think this one is just a Facebook Live.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. They
Okay.
can watch it.
They can watch it. Yes, they can.
And we'll do that right after this 60-second break. We'll be going to the chamber.
Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom-designed building. Just call 888-98-STEEL or visit buygeneralsteel.com to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty, and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, have trusted the General with their building needs.
If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need General Steel.
I'm very impressed with General Steel. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I'd recommend General Steel to anyone looking to build a steel building.
Stop wasting money on rent. Call 888-98-STEEL or visit buygeneralsteel.com to find out what General Steel can do for your home or business. That's 888-98-STEEL. Our team will answer your questions and offer you a customized quote. Just call 888-987-8335 now or buygeneralsteel.com.
Shopping local is so important, and today some folks are going to be rewarded for that. Let's go to the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce and find out who the prize winners are. Here's Jeremy.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are at the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce building. We're just at the back.
Building. Yeah, we're in the back.
What's this room called technically?
The back.
The back. Okay. We're in the back, and we're going to be doing some drawings. If you folks have done some shopping with participating businesses in the Love Local Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce promotion, you are represented by one of these tickets here in front of us.
Or possibly several of them.
Or several.
Yeah.
And yeah, your name is in the drawing, and I think the idea here is do the grand prize drawing first, set that one aside so that everyone has an opportunity at winning the grand prize, and then we'll move forward from there.
Yes, yeah. So our grand prize is sponsored by Kincaider's. They're doing a night stay at their Bed and Beer, and then we have tasting for 4 from them and a tour. So it's pretty cool that they once again were willing to be our grand prize.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I lost the words right there.
Well, so, I have to compliment the decorations again this year. This is great.
Yeah,
These are the biggest
tickets.
Candy hearts I've ever seen.
They might stick a little.
Yes.
Don't try and eat it.
Okay.
It's a little fluffy.
All right.
So, all right.
We're gonna draw our grand prize.
Okay. So I'm not supposed to look. All right. Get way down in there.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're
We'll
gonna hold on to that
we'll
one
hold
for
on
me?
to this one.
Okay, so the first person that's going to draw a name for us is going to be from Bow Bootery. We have Jodine here, and she is going to draw her prize winner.
Hi, Jodine.
First, good morning.
All right, no pressure.
I'm ready.
All right.
Brian.
We've got a Brian with no last name, but we have a phone
But
number
we do
here.
have a phone number.
All right.
And Brian will win a $50 gift certificate from Bo Bootery.
Great.
So Brian gets to come shop with us.
And all the Brians out there are
Now they're wondering.
hoping that's their phone number.
Am I the Brian?
Do I give this to you?
If you want to give it to Harley, and then we'll give him a call.
All right, $50 going to a
Okay.
Brian out there to Bo Bootery.
Yeah. Bo Floral isn't here, so I'm going to draw for Bo Floral.
Okay. We're going alphabetically?
I don't know. No, I'm just going
That's
by
just
name.
coincidence.
Steph Miller.
Steph
Miller, you are receiving a prize from Broken Bow Floral. You're going to go to Broken Bow Floral to pick that up. And I don't know if it's a gift certificate or a floral arrangement. They really didn't tell us. So it's a surprise on your end and ours. So
Okay.
Next, let's have Cynthia come on up.
All right, Cynthia, no pressure.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, now you can't look.
We've had a white. Okay.
Paula Johnson.
Paula Johnson. All right, and what is Paula going to be winning?
She is going to get this nice hoodie, or not hoodie, sweatshirt, crew neck, and a beanie.
Oh, great.
And this mug.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
stop over at Nebraska past your
Yeah,
door.
stop at Nebraska past your door and pick up your gift. Sorry, not really prepared today.
Great, sounds good.
It's Friday morning. We're all kind of just
I'm ready
running
for the weekend.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So let's do the garden center.
Okay.
How's that sound?
All right.
Should it be a green tag? Try and get a green tag without looking.
Yeah, there's a lot on the top, so just feel for one of those.
Nope, that was a pink tag. Sorry. Ben Fox. Ben Fox is a winner for the garden center. So you're going to stop on over to the garden center and grab that gift card. I found out
Okay.
it's a gift card. All right. Why don't we have Courtney and Katie come on up? Katie, are you going to do our drawing for us? Have your mom hold the bowl so it doesn't fall.
All right. Reach on in there. Oh.
All right.
Oh boy. let's-
Grant House?
Oh man, that's a toughie.
It's definitely Grant.
I almost think that looks like an I though.
Wow, we're going to have to give this person a call and find out what their writing says.
Yeah, we'll just give this person a call. That's why the phone number goes on there, right?
Gina. Maybe?
Gina, maybe. We'll see. Let me know on that though. I'm curious.
I will. We'll find out.
Okay.
Okay. Maureen, do you want to come on up? What do you think?
All right. Step on up to the bowl of tickets.
All right.
Just digging in. And the winner.
Hannah.
Oh,
is that a B there? I can't tell.
I think it's
Jacob-
Jarabowski.
Oh, that's an R. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hannah Jayski. For Cane USA Beef.
All right.
You'll have a certificate for $25 store credit or $50 to $200 off a side of beef, depending on what size you buy.
So you are located at
1040 South East Street, EN 9th, 11th, across from the courthouse.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So
All
they
right.
can come and pick that up with you.
Yes. I'll call them and tell them our hours because we're there in the afternoon. So.
Okay.
Or I can make a special time.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Quilting Shack.
Quilting
Why don't we do
Shack.
them next?
All right.
What do you think? Maybe you should draw
Should I
it.
do one?
You
Okay.
draw it.
All right. I'm going to get all the way
All the way to the bottom
all
of my
the
bowl.
way to the bottom.
And draw 3.
Oh my gosh. I want the green one. Jerry Preston.
A lot of guys this week,
Yeah.
this time.
Jerry's
Jerry
going to do some
Preston.
quilting.
That or he'll gift it to
They've
a
got all
girl in
kinds of
his
stuff
family,
at the Quilting
right?
Shack
There we
though,
go.
too.
Perfect. Okay, who is next? We have Nebraska Past Your Door, geared for sports. Ooh, Scott is not here today, so let's get
draw for
one for
Scott.
him. Draw for Scott. Uh-oh.
It's hard.
Two
These
again.
things are sticky.
Man, they are. They are really sticky. There, just one.
Tammy Shent.
Tammy Shent, you won a gift certificate or product from Geared for Sports. So go on in, pick that up, and enjoy your winnings.
All right, who's next?
Julie, are you ready?
Julie's next.
Come
All right.
on down, Jules.
She's even got a name tag, so we know.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody knows. Yeah, make sure they see that. All right.
I'm Julie.
Julie's
I'm Julie from Varney Health Mart.
Okay, Julie from Varney Health Mart. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. You put your hand right. Jeremy, you want me to? You better do it.
Okay. All right. You watch me do it. I'm not very good
Another
at
green
just getting.
one.
Okay.
He's good with the
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Jerry Preston. Again.
Oh, he's
Now.
won once already. So
Okay.
I think we gotta.
So
I think
we'll,
we gotta draw one.
one
more time.
win each. Okay.
Yeah, one win each.
Jerry did a lot of shopping local.
He did.
You did. Congratulations, Jerry.
Yes.
Michelle Nelson.
Yes, good job, Michelle. And at Varney Health Mart, we're giving away a little gift sack of the Naked Bee products, and they're really nice. I think you'll like them. And can I mention ourselves for the rest of the week?
Well, certainly.
Okay. We have 20% off of our jewelry, any jewelry in the store, including Montana Silversmiths, and 10% off of all of our chocolates. So come in and see us.
Very
and we
good.
gift wrap for free.
Great.
Yes.
It's like you do this radio thing like monthly.
I do. And when are
You're
you
pretty
gonna,
good at this.
When are you going to come in?
Oh, you want me to come with Dave sometime?
Yes, if you can get away at the same time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll do that.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Jeremy.
Julie.
And you can stop into Barney's and pick up your sack.
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect. Okay.
Congrats, Michelle.
Chapins.
All right. Chapins. Mix them up.
Mixing them up. Mixing them up
Okay.
again.
A white one.
Judy Lindquist.
All right, Judy.
You've won for Chapins. Chapins Furniture and Square One Boutique. So go on in there and you can grab that. Who do we have? Ortello Dale is next. And I think I'm going to make my coworker come up here and draw a couple,
Okay.
just so that I don't have to do them all. So, Wendy McConnell, you are a winner for Otello Dale. Congratulations.
Great. We've had a lot of green tickets
We've had-
today. What's
I don't know.
way,
you
way
know,
a different
we
amount?
were looking for green. We couldn't get green, and now we've had all green. Only three. You want to
All
come
right.
on over and draw for Ollie's?
Oh my! I just threw like 2 of them out. I'm just gonna stop doing that. There we go. All right, go ahead.
Hello.
This for Ollie's, you said?
This is for Ollie's.
Okay.
Taylor Gonzalez.
All right. Going to Ollie's and Sargent to pick up your prize.
And they have some fabulous things. I even bought my shirt yesterday from Ollie's for this wonderful little event. So there we go with that. Let's see, we have Ansley Lumber left and Lily Kate Boutique.
All right. Is this Ansley Lumber?
Yep. Angela Bigford.
All right.
All right.
And they get a gift card.
A gift card.
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect for the man in her life right now, a gift card for Valentine's Day.
There we go.
Right? That's got to be perfect. Okay,
improvement.
last one is going to be Lily Kate. Maybe 1, 2.
Jill Hansen.
To Lily Kate Boutique
Yep.
for Jill.
And now you get to tell us who our grand prize winner was.
Oh, okay. It's in
You were
my
holding on to
pouch.
that, right?
Yep. The grand prize winner of, let's read it again, build the suspense.
A one-night stay at Kincaidor Bed and Beer Suite, plus a free tasting and tour for 4.
Okay. The winner is,
Patty Lindstrom.
all right.
Patty Lindstrom, you are our grand prize winner. Thank you very much, everybody that participated. We have wonderful retail businesses here and around Custer County that participated, so we really appreciate everybody. The businesses, we appreciate the customers. This is just always a fun event to have, so thank you all.
And if you were a winner, if they beat the phone call and go to the business, just
Go straight
announce
to the
yourself.
business, announce
Otherwise-
that they're the winner, that you're the winner for the Love Local event, and you will have your prize waiting for you there.
Okay.
And we will post it on Facebook just to let just to announce all of our winners
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Anything else going on at the chamber, Steph? We've got a couple of minutes before we've got to send it out of here. Anything you want to promote coming up?
You know, the biggest thing for us is our annual banquet that's coming up. March 11th is our annual banquet. It is Roaring Twenties is our theme. So get your fringe or your spats. Get ready for a fun night.
Your spats.
Spats are the shoes that the men wore. Spats. You're just thinking Tommy gun when you go to Roaring Twenties, aren't you?
Sure. You know, I thought I could put on like a
Men and their guns.
suit coat and stuff and a
A
fedora.
zoot, a zoot suit.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think I have either of those things that you named. Either way.
March 11th, you can come to the office and reserve tickets. You can give us a call. You can email us. They are available as we speak. We're going to have a comedian there. So we're really excited. He's coming in from Loveland, Colorado.
Great.
For the evening. We've got some fantastic business milestone anniversaries that we'll be celebrating. And for those of you that have seen all of the nominees for the special awards, we have some fantastic nominees, and I'm really looking forward to find out who the winners are for those.
And get those votes in for those as well, right?
Yes, this week we need those votes in.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks.
Congratulations to all the winners. As far as the radio goes, we'll send it back to the studio. Remember, the video replay of our entire morning here at the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce is available on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page, so go and check that out. Back to you, Dave and Brent.
Like, okay, what station am I on? Yeah. Are we broadcasting on KBBN or KCNI?
Well, we're doing it on both right now,
There you
so
go.
we're okay. We're okay. That was the sounds of Molly Hatchet for you. Want to kind of recap here, and then we want to talk a little bit about a website before we close the show here. But we do want to remind you again before we close the show that Ella and Jack's Home Bakery is featuring Valentine's Day themed cookies for sale today at Lily Cake Boutique in Broken Bow, featuring sweet treats with themes such as heart-shaped Spider-Man and Love Shack campers. And I'm looking at a photo here, and they actually look like pieces of art, Brent. They almost look too nice to eat, but I bet you'll want to do that and consume those as well. The money raised from this will go to the Organ and Tissue Donor Fund, and this is all because this Ella and Jack's Home Bakery is part of Michaela Bissonette's business, and she lost James during COVID, who was honored by firemen and EMTs upon his passing because he was such a wonderful volunteer with the fire department and the emergency services. And they were married in 2011 and had 2 children named Ella and Jack, and that's the name of the bakery. And after James's passing, Michaela decided she wanted to simplify a little bit so she could be with her kids more, and she started this wonderful business. And today she's donating the sales to be used to help support organ and tissue donors. And this is going on today at Lily Cake Boutique in Broken Bow. So stop in and purchase some of those and make it all happen. And the other fundraiser we learned about today was through the Central Nebraska Interact Club, which is a subdivision for kids of the Rotary, National Rotary. And we met Eli Rogers, who is an Arnold freshman at the school there, who has taken it on himself to get organized and get everything set up so that we can make donations through Dolly Parton's book fund. And this is encouraging kids to read from 5 and under. And they're going to try to raise a goal of $15,000. And this will go for all the kids in Custer County under 5. And you'll be able to go online to Dolly's site and take a look for yourself and get signed up to have books sent to your little ones, your grandkids or kids in need. And so the address again for that is send your checks to the Arnold Community Foundation in care of Central Nebraska Interact Club, 508 North Walnut, Arnold, Nebraska. The zip there is 69120, and memo Interact's Dolly Project. And I know Eli Rogers would really appreciate that, and Mrs. Badgley as well. And this is for all the kids in Custer County. So a nice show today, doing some nice things. And we also, of course, visited with Mid-Plains Community College about upcoming classes and maybe the possibility of some other classes for folks out there. And you've kind of run through the sports schedule. Tonight we have basketball. Probably should talk about that. That's going to be on KBBN, and that will be video and radio from Ansley, correct?
Yeah, Ansley Litchfield against Anselmo Myrna tonight. Girls game tipping at 6, I believe. Boys will follow. And then tomorrow we'll have coverage of district wrestling for you. We'll be live in Mitchell for the C4 district meet where Broken Bow is competing. And we'll also be trying to look at other districts around the state and keeping you up to date with what's happening with all of our area wrestlers. That'll be all day tomorrow on KBBN.
And we won't go back into next week, but get ready for sub-district basketball, right?
Yep, girls sub-district basketball next week and the state wrestling tournament next week, Thursday through Saturday.
All right. And we'll continue. We didn't do it today, but we'll continue again starting up next week, giving away more $25 gift certificates for the Love Local promotion that is taking place through KCNI KBBN in cooperation with the Chamber. And thanks to the Chamber of Commerce for giving away those prizes today on the radio. And again, you can watch that. That's also on Facebook Live as well. We do have some community members that are also thinking about people under stress, mental health, and talking about it and getting the resources you need if you're struggling with it or you know someone that is.
Yeah, there's been a website created as a resource of mental health providers in Custer County. The website is mhpcc.org. Raising awareness is imperative, and that's kind of what this group is about, and that's what this website is about. There is help out there. They want you to know that. You don't have to do it alone. Not all mental health conditions can be cured, but they can be treated. Take the time to focus on yourself and check in on your mental health. Please reach out. You do not need to struggle alone. Untreated mental illness can contribute to higher medical expenses, poor performance at school and work, fewer employment opportunities, and increased risk of suicide. So check out this website if needed,